We believe grief is an important issue to address because it's something that everyone goes through. But in the process of it, we can feel like we're completely alone. Hello everyone, and welcome to our conceptual demo for LUCiD. We use Little Big Planet 2, and in the story of LUCiD, the two characters, Samaya who is on top and Malachi who is on bottom, enter their shared dream from separate places. So we had to find a creative way to make that happen in this demo. Now it's still dark right here because they're still falling asleep. They're in their beds, eyes closed, until they finally enter their dream. LUCiD is a game about grief. What we want is to show how Samaya and Malachi experience the loss of their friend Chris, as well as how they learn to cope with it, and for that to be shown physically in the dream world that they travel through. In this first part, they have to deal with how they felt before the dream began. They weren't quite ready to accept that Chris is gone, and so they put these walls and barriers up to keep their emotions together. But now that they can physically see them, they understand that they have to be torn down. They have to accept that Chris is gone before they can deal with the fact that he's gone. As they move through the dream, the issues they face will become more personal. The books we see thrown about are from Samaya's half. Within their pages, they hold the regret that she feels for always putting her studies before her dear friend. With Malachi, he used to be a bully, but then he started to hate the feeling of hurting other people, so he secluded himself. After that, the only person who would reach out to him was Chris. Now, with his friend gone, Malachi has to face the angers of fire that are rising within him. The further they go through the dream, the closer they'll come together. The falling water shows that their paths are fluid, and then eventually they'll flow together. Samaya and Malachi were both great friends with Chris, but at different times. These two are complete strangers to each other, and they're meeting for the first time in this dream. Now that they've come together, so has their grief. They'll have to face trickier obstacles now, for example, a flaming book monster. Samaya's regret, ignited by Malachi's anger. These two meet in the library because it's a place that both have come to hate. Samaya doesn't study hard because she wants to. She always feels pressured to prove herself. She feels like she has to. As for Malachi, the library is where he would always go to be alone. For both characters, the library feels like a cage. Together, they'll cope with their joint grief and take control of their dream. And though they may have lost a friend, by the end of this, they'll have found a new one in each other. We use Little Big Planet 2 to create our demo because we felt it would be a good way to breathe a little more life into our idea. However, to fully understand our visual concept as well as the characters and their story, please click the link in the description. There you'll find concept art, character bios, and even get to know us, the creators of the idea, a little bit better. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.